Je suis tombée enceinte en ayant un rapport sexuel avec mon partenaire. C'était un homme marié et je n'avais pas de moyens pour pouvoir m'occuper d'un bébé. Donc c'est comme ça que j'ai pris l'initiative de ne pas garder de bébé. J'ai vécu le décès d'une petite fille qui s'était fait avorter de manière frauduleuse. C'est comme ça qu'elle est décédée. J'ai repris ma vie, j'ai rencontré un autre homme. Et aujourd'hui, nous avons un fils qui a 7 mois. Ici au Cameroun, vraiment, quand tu parles d'avortement, c'est un sacrilège. Je pense que doit être légalisé pour diminuer le taux de mortalité de jeunes filles.
Good afternoon. You just heard the words from Michelle, a young woman who needed a safe abortion and was lucky enough to get it. Despite that, it's not all easy and legal with all the restrictions in Cameroon. I wanted to start with Michelle's story because it is real. Because it's the real story of abortion, the story of a woman's life. I know from the previous speaker, if men were pregnant, believe me, I feel like pregnant. 2 things can happen when abortion is debated. It gets abstract, legal, technical, and then we got drawn into fights about rights. And then the fight is on grounds that what I call them the anti-life supporters try to get to define for us what abortion is. Here is what we should be doing. We should be getting away from the abstract, from the notion that it is right, it is choice, and so on. But let's talk about life. The reality is what goes into the life of a woman. What it means for a woman when you have unwanted pregnancy. Michelle said she felt lonely, alone, and afraid. Scared. You understand what it means? I'm appealing to your emotion, to your love, not to your rational. Her voice was the voice of 85 million women around the world each year who experiences this fear and this tragedy. Both unwanted and unintended childbearing can have damaging consequences for health, social, and psychological well-being. When I was in school, I remember in high school, some girls will disappear, we don't see them. Later on, I understood that they have gone because they couldn't face their family, their friends, the society with pregnancy when they were not married. And whereas it is men who made them pregnant, they have also run away from men because they don't protect them. This is the tragedy of what a girl and a woman go through. And imagine a baby born from this unwanted, unintended pregnancy. The mother has divorced or thrown out of the society, might have dropped out of school and everything. And then for that kid, thrown and be a straight boy, a straight girl, without hope, without aspiration. Abortions, they do happen every day. They're not needed to be legal, but the problem is it is unsafe. We know what can happen then too. I think the previous speaker has given you the data of 47,000. When we have finished speaking, so many of them would have died. And yet, also, treating of the complication from unsafe abortion is a costly business for the family, even if you can afford it. If you have survived walking around, going to a clinic, getting the service, you know how much it costs? Over 200 million US dollars per year. And if you include the injury treatment, it goes to $500 million. What that means for a poor country, for a poor society. And if they treat and if they get all the support, it will be too much expensive. And nobody is ready to pay, so it's the woman who's suffering. I think we owe to those women for the quality of life who are saying we want our girls to be educated, we want this to happen, we want a development society. We can't do it without women, without healthy women, educated, empowered women. That is their right. It's not doing it by pity or for another life or to go to heaven. It's a duty and the responsibility of respecting that life. Those who are against, they are twisted. They divert us. They want to talk about fetus. They want to talk to unborn. And they want to deny the one who is alive and whose life is affected. And they tell us they care about life. I say no. We care about the lives because we value life. We value the quality. We don't believe in slavery. We believe in freedom and dignity and the right of the individual to decide what's good for them. And you can't have prosperity, you can't have development when half of the society is oppressed and suppressed. And that's women. We like to call the number that 50% of them are women. And yet, we can't even give them the quarter of respect that they deserve more than that. Nearly half of them are unsafe. And most of this happen in the developing world. In the countries where abortion is legal, there are fewer abortions, fewer deaths. It's not because people, they enjoy abortion and they just walk and do it. No, it's because that's what is imposed on them. The respect of the individual, the respect to each other, the gender equality starts with that. That's how important this is. For us, the IPPF family, worldwide, over 150 countries, women give their life to give life, and we say that life has to be respected because our society can never be healthy, prosperous, democratic unless the woman's right is respected. And abortion is only a means of realizing that freedom. It's not an end. Even when it is legal, it's not a joke. It's not fun for a woman to have that abortion. They need to be much more supported. And that's what our call is. That's what over 3 million volunteers across the board, our staff, over 3,000 across the globe are calling for. And for that, we are ready for whatever risk it might be coming because a woman's life is worth fighting for. Thank you.